Numbers chapter 1, the census. The Lord spoke to Moses in the desert of Sinai in the tent of meeting on the first day of the second month, in the second year after their departure from the land of Egypt. He said, "Take a census of the whole community of the people of Israel, by clans and families, taking account of the names of all the males head by head. You and Aaron will enlist all men of Israel, 20 years of age and over, able to render military service. From each tribe you shall take a man, the head of his family, to help you in these. These are the names of those who are to be your helpers. For Reuben, Elizur, son of Shedor. For Simeon, Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai. For Judah, Nashon, son of Aminadab. For Issachar, Nathanael, son of Zuar. For Zebulun, Eliab, son of Helon. For the sons of Joseph, for Ephraim, Elishama, son of Ammihud. For Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of Pedahuz. For Benjamin, Abidan, son of Gideoni. For Dan, Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. For Asher, Pagiel, son of Okran. For Gad, Elisaphat, son of Deuel. For Naphtali, Ahira, son of Enan. These men were elected by public acclamation. They were leaders of their ancestral clans, tribal chieftains of Israel. Moses and Aaron took these men who had been designated by name, and on the first day of the second month they assembled the whole community. The people of Israel verified their lineage according to their clans and families, and one by one the names of all men of 20 years and over were recorded. As the Lord had commanded, Moses took a census of them in the desert of Sinai. When the descendants of the tribe of Reuben, Israel's firstborn, had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Reuben was 46,500. When the descendants of the tribe of Simeon had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males and 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these of the tribe of Simeon was 59,300. When the descendants of the tribe of Gad had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males and 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Gad was 45,650. When the descendants of the tribe of Judah had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Judah was 74,600. When the descendants of the tribe of Issachar had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Issachar was 54,500. When the descendants of the tribe of Zebulun had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Zebulun was 57,400. The sons of Joseph. When the descendants of the tribe of Ephraim had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Ephraim was 40,500. When the descendants of the tribe of Manasseh had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Manasseh was 30,200. When the descendants of the tribe of Benjamin had been listed by clans and families, the names of all of the males of 20 years and over, able to render military service, were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Benjamin was 35,400. When the descendants of the tribe of Dan had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over, able to render military service, were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Dan was 62,700. When the descendants of the tribe of Asher had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Asher was 41,500. When the descendants of the tribe of Naphtali had been listed by clans and families, the names of all the males of 20 years and over able to render military service were recorded one by one. The total of these for the tribe of Naphtali was 53,400. These were the men enrolled by Moses, Aaron, and the 12 leaders of Israel, each representing his tribe. Every man of Israel of 20 years and over, able to render military service, was counted according to his tribe. Although the total was 603,550, but the Levites and the tribes were not enrolled among them. The Lord spoke to Moses and said, "You shall not take any census of the Levites or register them among the sons of Israel. You yourself must enroll the Levites to serve the tabernacle of the testimony and to look after its furnishings and all that pertains to it. They are to carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings. They are to take care of it and set up their camp around it. Whenever the tabernacle is to be moved, the Levites shall take it down. Whenever the tabernacle is to be set up again, they shall do this. Any unauthorized person coming near it must be put to death. The people of Israel are to set up their tents in formation, each man with his own group and under his own banner. But the Levites are to set up their tents around the tabernacle of the testimony, lest God's anger fall on the whole community of Israel. The Levites will discharge their functions in the tabernacle of the testimony." The people of Israel did exactly as the Lord commanded Moses. Numbers chapter 2. Order of the tribes. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron. He said, "The Israelites are to camp each under the distinguished mark of his tribe, under the flag of his tribe. They are to camp all around the tent of meeting, but at some distance from it. Those who are to camp on the east side towards the sunrise, the camp of Judah around his banner in battle array. Leader of the sons of Judah, Nahshon, son of Amminadab, enrolled under him for military service 74,600 men. Encamped next to him the tribe of Issachar, leader of the sons of Issachar, Nathanael, son of Zur, enrolled under him for military service 54,400 men. The tribe of Zebulun, leader of the sons of Zebulun, Eliab, son of Helon, enrolled under him for military service 57,400 men. The assembled strength of the camp of Judah in battle formation numbers in all 186,400. These are to be first in marching. On the south side, the banner of the camp of Reuben in battle formation. Leader of the sons of Reuben, Elizur, son of Shedur, enrolled under him for military service 46,500 men. Beside him shall camp the tribe of Simeon, leader of the sons of Simeon, Shelumiel, son of Zerushadai, enrolled under him for military service 59,300 men. The tribe of Gad, leader of the sons of Gad, Eliasaph, son of Deuel, Enrolled under him for military service 45,650 men. The assembled strength of the camp of Reuben numbers in all 151,450. They are to be second in the order of marching. Next, the tent of meeting will move, since the camp of the Levites is situated in the middle of the other camps. The order of marching is to be the same order as in camping, every man under his own banner. On the west side, the banner of the camp of Ephraim in battle formation, leader of the sons of Ephraim, Elishama son of Ammihud, enrolled under him for military service 40,500 men. Next to him, the tribe of Manasseh, leader of the people of Manasseh, Gamaliel son of Pedazur, enrolled under him for military service 32,200 men. The tribe of Benjamin, leader of the Benjamites, Abidan son of Gideoni, enrolled under him for military service 35,400 men. The assembled strength of the camp of Ephraim 108,100. They are to be third in order of marching. On the north side, the banner of the camp of Dan, in battle formation, leader of the sons of Dan, Ahiezer son of Ammishaddai, enrolled under him for military service 62,700 men. Beside him shall camp the tribe of Asher, leader of the sons of Asher, Pagiel son of Okran, enrolled under him for military service 41,500 men. The tribe of Naphtali, leader of the sons of Naphtali, Ahira son of Enam, enrolled under him for military service 53,400 men. The assembled strength of the camp of Dan in battle formation 157,600. They are to be the last in order of marching. Such was the total count of the people of Israel when the census was made according to tribes. The full count of the entire camp, grouped under the various commands, was 603,550. The Levites, as the Lord had commanded Moses, was not included in the census of the sons of Israel. The people of Israel did exactly as the Lord had commanded Moses. This is how they camped, grouped by banners. This is how they broke camp, each in his own clan, everyone with his own family. Psalm chapter 53. The world without God. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, their ways are wicked, not one of them does good. From heaven God looks down upon the race of Adam to see if there is anyone who seeks God and understands. They have all fallen away, depraved, they are all alike. There is no one who does good, not even one. Will these evildoers never learn? They devour my people just as they devour bread and never call on God. There they are afraid when there is nothing to be afraid of. God will scatter their bones. They will be put to shame because God has rejected them. Oh, that salvation for Israel would come from Zion. When God restores his people's fortune, Jacob will rejoice and Israel will be glad. Mark chapter 3, verse 20 to 35. Jesus and Beelzebub. Then he went home, and again such large crowds began to gather that they could not even have a meal. Then his relatives came to take him away, since people were saying he is out of his mind. Meanwhile, the teachers of the law who had come from Jerusalem said, he is under the power of Beelzebub, but the prince of the demons, he is driving out demons. Jesus called to them and began teaching them by means of parables. How can Satan drive out Satan? If a nation is divided by civil war, that nation cannot stand. If a family divides itself into groups, that family will not survive. In the same way, if Satan has risen against himself and is divided, he will not stand. He is finished. No one can break into the house of a strong man to plunder his goods, unless he first ties up the strong man. Then indeed he can plunder his house. Truly I say to you, every sin of mankind will be forgiven, even insults to God, however numerous. But whoever slanders the Holy Spirit will never be forgiven. He carries the guilt of his sin forever. He said this because they were saying he has an evil spirit. Jesus and his family. Then his mother and his brothers came. As they stood outside, they sent someone to call him. The crowd sitting around Jesus told him, "Your mother and your brothers and your sisters are outside asking for you." He replied, "Who are my mother and my brothers?" And looking around at those who sat there, he said, "Here are my mother and my brothers. Whoever does the will of God is my brother and sister and mother."